Hello, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I'm the owner of the TrustIsYou.com. And I have to say, this is the first time I've ever gone live on YouTube, so it's going to be a new experience for myself. I might want to teach every U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and also U.S. investors how they can save federal taxes legally with the Spendthrift Trust. So few people have ever heard of this that I think it's my duty to teach it to them. I personally started both my business and beneficial Spendthrift Trust in September of 2020. In 3 years, I have saved thousands of dollars in taxes. If I can do this, you can do this also. The law firm I work on behalf of has been around for 75 years. The Benson Financial Trust was written by Paul Benson, who was a Harvard law professor. In 75 years, no trust has been audited. So they can easily give you a certification saying, hey, we'll defend you if the IRS questions this. Now, the law comes from England way back when King Henry VIII got in trouble for chopping off his wives' heads. He started the Church of England. It is contract law from England that came to the colonies. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that turned 350 years old in 2023, before we were a country. Our current tax code actually went into effect in February of 1913, 110 years ago. The super rich families of that time, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys, made sure they could still save taxes. So if they can save taxes, if I can save taxes, you can save taxes. Now, I'm going to talk about both the business trust and the beneficial trust today because I want everyone to understand this. The business trust is for U.S. business owners and 1099 income earners. They will save at least 90% on their federal income taxes every single year. And if you're in one of the 43 states with state income taxes or personal taxes, you could save those too. Personally, in 2022, I saved 92% on my 1099 income. Yes, I only paid 8%. Beautiful thing. Yesterday, I did a presentation about a husband and wife in California who are in 24% tax rate. They're making $195,000 a year. She is a school principal. He has an auto body shop. His auto body shop is an LLC, but they are in the 24% tax rate. When we had a conversation, I explained how we would take the auto body shop, put it under its own EIN, employee identification number, inside the business trust. He would save 90% on his 1099 income earners, and it would drop their personal taxes from 24% down to 22%. I can't touch her W-2 income as a school principal. They have to keep paying that. So he's going to save 90% on his federal income taxes. Their personal taxes are dropping from 24% down to 22%. And he's going to save California state income taxes. Are you ready for this? In a full year, they're starting this here in January. In a full year, they should be saving $37,278. I'm reading my cheat sheet, so I have to apologize. $37,278. This is their money. They can pay off their mortgage. They can buy a new car. They can hire a new mechanic. They can open a second location. They can help a child pay off their student loans. They can give to a charity. They can start a charity. This is their money to spend the way they want. It's a new bank account, a new EIN that they'll have to set up. That's the business trust. The beneficial trust. This is kind of a fun story. Yesterday, on Saturday, I went to a presentation here in the area about cost segregation. The gentleman who was doing the presentation talked about a $300,000 home that's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And that to do the cost segregation was going to cost $1,000. He would do this for you. Now, there's a difference between doing depreciation. That's 27 and a half years on the home. Cost segregation, you take it off in 15 years. When he did the example of cost segregation, with depreciation, first off, let me explain that. With depreciation, when he did the example, this house is being rented for $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year. Even with doing depreciation, an investor would still be responsible for making $15,272 in profits on his rental income. If he's at 22% tax rate, this is the numbers I use because most people are at that. If he's at 22% tax rate, the investor would save $360 every single year. That's a lot of money. Now, I didn't tell you the other benefits of either the business trust or the beneficial trust. You're going to keep your information private. Your LLC does not do this, and you won't have to pay any judgments if you get sued. So this is a rental home, so they're going to save so much money in rental and being lawsuits too. Now, when he did the cost segregation, again taking the $1,000 out and doing everything else, he would still be responsible for $11,122 of the $24,000 rent in a year. At 22%, he would save $2,446 in a year. After the presentation, I went up and talked to him, and I said, the rest of the money, yes, you're saving money doing the cost segregation, but you're going to save even more money with the Spendthrift Trust. Well, we had a conversation. He has, I'm going over here. He has 47 houses that he's done cost segregation on nationwide. He's at 37% tax rate, much, much higher than everybody else. Again, just using the $2,446. I know that my numbers are off, but we were just doing this for the fun of it. If he is with the Spendthrift Trust, he would save an additional, are you ready for this? An additional $30,770.68. Guess who started a beneficial Spendthrift Trust today? Yep, the guy who taught the course. My name is Sally Gimmon. My website is thetrustisyou.com. I want to help as many U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors save federal taxes legally with the Spendthrift Trust. I work on behalf of a law firm that has been around for 75 years. Not a single trust has ever been audited. So they can give you the certification saying they will defend you if you get questioned by the IRS. If you would like to make an appointment with me, please schedule www.thetrustisyou.com scheduling. I want to help as many people save as much money in taxes. I know most people have never heard of this. There are over a million active attorneys in the United States right now. Only 4% are trust attorneys. This textbook that the trust attorneys study in law school is called Scott and Asher on Trust 5th edition. The majority of trusts, 97% of all trusts sold every year, are what my mom and dad had and what Susie Orman talks about on television. The family trust. The only thing the family trust does is avoid going through probate. That's it. This trust is going to save you federal taxes, keep your information completely private. You will pay no judgments if you get sued, and you won't have to do the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act paperwork from the Treasury Department. That's a lot. If you don't do that, there's some high taxes for fees for that. Again, my goal is to help as many U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors save federal taxes. I had fun doing this for my first live on YouTube. I might be doing this more often. Take care. Have a beautiful day.